I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host. Multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, 2 creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. How to create no-brainer offers that your community will love. I am taking you on an exclusive behind the scenes, not only my gorgeous Airbnb here in Chiang Mai, but also of the Creator to Cash course and the 3 offers that I have and that I'm testing, from the one-on-one to the Creator to Course online experience with exclusive videos and workbooks online, and the workbook along with I'll give you deep insight into the bonuses and more, whether you choose to create it in the course or whether you choose to take it as lessons learned, insights. Welcome to my Creator to Cash behind the scenes and brief highlights of the landing page and diving deeper into the offers. If you haven't yet, definitely check out the related video to this where I dive deep into how to create a sales page you and your mama will love. So in this video, I'm giving you brief highlights just for context before we get into the offers. And you guys, I really challenge you to create it with me, with taking on these videos, pausing them as you actually take action to create it in your own life and in your own business. That is 100% my intention with these videos, regardless of whether you choose to get my Creator to Cash toolkit, whether you choose to get the workbook, the project management upgrade, the course, and or the one-on-ones. So first, you see right away, I have a free Creator to Cash toolkit. So the main goal being to capture emails. So you can see it's really simple. Are you ready to shift from Creator to Cash in your business? And that my Creator to Cash toolkit will magnify, and monetize your message to shift from Creator to Cash so you create it like a boss. And then I give you a highlight with 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days. And then again, in my landing page, even your mama will love, I'll go even deeper. I give deeper insights into the course, the value, imagining multiplication, related highlights like the Great Resignation and increasing in entrepreneurship. And despite that 80% of women entrepreneurs still make less than $100,000, credibility, messaging, key components of everything that I'm about with creating community and cash, testimonials, 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, some more insights into the experiences, the modules, let's make money, imagine, so drawing in with dreams, with desires. You guys, if you've tuned in with me in the past, whether on my blog, on my podcast, on my YouTube, on my social media, you know that I practice what I preach, in the sense of, yes, I'm creating community. At the same time, I am always participating and investing in myself. And for example, I am going through B school now for the fourth time. I complete it every single time as if I've paid for it. I've invested in Brennan Bouchard programs and events, Jasmine Starr's social curator, Boss Babe, Marie Forleo's Time Genius, recently completed Cash Flow Confidential with Jamie C. and got the Wealthy Woman bundle. So I never, ever, ever ask anyone to do something or create it without integrity, without me also doing something. So dreams and desires. So imagine about me. So you can dive into about me and my full bio, create it today. So with this video, we are talking about offers, offers, offers. So again, if you want more about the landing page, definitely check out the next video and or the one that is titled How to Create a Landing Page Even You and Your Mama Will Love, whether you tune in on YouTube and or on my podcast. And I actually recommend, if you're driving or whatnot, definitely still tune in. But like I said, I recommend that you treat these like a mastermind and you pause and you actually do these things, okay? You actually do the things to create it. So create it today. So imagine, so the whole premise of Creator to Cash and 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days is just that, to create community, to draw people in with the intention and the action to create it. Whether you get to the 7K in 7 days or not, at the same time, you are determined to keep creating until you get there, and until you get there repeatedly. Exactly how I've done and or am doing. And that is the whole intention behind that. And imagine, like, from a value perspective, so I'm taking in this now high level before I dive into the offers. So imagine even whether you or anyone creates $7,000 in 7 days, in 7 weeks, in 7 months, imagine that value is still there. And the more that someone takes action to create it, and it's repeatable. So I know the value for this is exponential in every single way. And I also know the tagline and the SEO, the search engine optimization, is super user friendly. 7 ways to make 7K. So obviously you could do 10 ways to make 10K, right? So you want to think of catchy taglines, catchy phrases that are authentic to your personality, authentic to who you are, authentic to your brand, as you name courses, offers, etc. So you can see, like, we're going to dive into the different offers here and the 3 different offers. So you can see I have, and I'm testing literally all the time. I test all the time, you guys, whether it's things on social media, whether it's offers, whether it's blogs, whether it's podcasts. I remind myself that entrepreneurship is like a baby learning to walk all the time. And the more that we learn to not take things personally, and the more we recognize and realize we are one person, and or, you know, creating with 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, whoever's on your team, whoever's in your community. At the same time, you guys, side note, I'm super grateful. I was looking at my Kajabi metrics today, and 33% of the people in my email list have been and or are customers. So not only am I consistently getting 30% plus open rates, when I looked at the overall email list, that really, really excited me. Side note, that's another video coming up on how to get to 10K plus on your email list and or your contacts. I'm always testing with traffic, all the things. So, okay, let's get back into the offers. So you can see I'm testing different price points. I'm testing different entry points. And the other thing I want to mention, because so many times I see entrepreneurs, and this used to be me in the past, hung up on quote unquote your offers not selling. Here's the thing, you guys. Likely there's 8 billion, well, let me backtrack. There's 8 billion people on the planet. So I'm one person, you're one person, and everyone matters, right? And you have however many people in your community. Like, I have roughly about 20,000 beautiful souls across all my social media channels. I have in Kajabi about
4,500 people. In Apollo.io, I have over 10,000 people. Then in different influencer marketing platforms, I have over 300 million in reach. Okay. That's years in the making. Okay. So that tells you I'm constantly testing, increasing, and creating community. That doesn't count the communities I am in, like B School, like Social Curator, like Brands Meet Creators, like the constant pitching that I and my VA and automation does. VA stands for virtual assistant, for those of you who don't know. So I say all that to say is that one fundamental truth I have recognized and realized is two. One, very likely you have people in your circle of influence and all around you that will buy from you at some point, whether immediately, in the next month, in the next 90 days, in the next year, etc. So consistency and nurturing and inviting and allowing and engaging is so important, okay? Because I didn't get here overnight. I started at 0, right? With those numbers I just shared on traffic before I get into the offers. Number 2, there's 8 billion people on the planet. There's a very likely chance that the people, the creators and the CEOs who are going to want to connect with you in community don't yet know about you. So I say this lovingly, and I say this to myself all the time. Get your head out your ass and get to work on making yourself visible and recognizable and credible. I say that lovingly because there's a very likely chance that the people that want to pay you don't know about you yet, okay? So, offers. 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days workbook. So this one, I created a really low entry point with $70. So again, the ROI on that is huge because this one's for the DIYers. And imagine you buy this workbook for $70. And again, whether it's this week, in the next month, in the next 7 weeks, you take what I teach you and you apply and create it, and you end up creating a 7K offer, and or a $3,500 offer, and or a $1,000 offer, because in every single experience in these offers, whether it's the $70 offer, whether it's the $3,500 offer, or whether it's the $700 offer, I cover 7 different offer types in dollars, and I cover 7 different ways to create offers, from consulting to royalties. So it is massively valuable. And I created it because I recognized I didn't see any other creator or program doing this in the way that I have done it, with the intention and focus to create it. So $70 offer, you get the workbook, you get me on audio taking you step by step through the workbook with the 7 ways to make 7K, with the different price points and insight into launching. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see this clearly because I literally have the landing page and the 3 offers front and center. If you are listening to this on my podcast, I'm doing and being my best to cover this verbally. So in the offer, I describe 7 ways to make 7K workbook, $70 for the DIYers for this lower entry point. 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days workbook, your ultimate guide to fast tracking your financial success. I have emojis, all the things. Start implementing these strategies today and watch the money flow in your bank account. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to transform from creator to cash. Then, when you click into the checkout, or where I specifically say create it, you also get to see that there is a bonus with a 7-day challenge with health, wealth, and business, and a toolkit. So literally, if we're applying girl math, #girl math, where the 7-day challenge already more than pays off and pays for itself with the workbook. So it's like you're getting literally buy one, get one free. And again, that's not even counting the value of taking on what's in the workbook and the audio and creating your $7,000, right? And you guys, the workbook alone will blow your mind. And don't believe me? Go back to some of the previous episodes where I talked about the 7 ways to make 7K. And if you haven't yet, definitely download the free toolkit at bit.ly/creator to cash. Okay, so now I'm going to flip from the low entry point. And one thing I want to mention to you guys, in creating offers, you absolutely can create one high ticket offer. You can absolutely create one course. You can absolutely create one workbook. There is nothing that says you only have to do this, your offers in one specific way. No, you can you can explore and navigate. And the one thing I've learned, and this is also, I know that I tend to attract, and we tend to attract like how we are and who we are, is I like to have options. Most people like to have options. When you go to Starbucks, you have options. When you walk in Disney, you have options. When you walk in Apple, you have options. When you source Airbnbs, you have options. When you go to Virgin Voyages, you have options. These are all brands. Luckily, if you've tuned in with me in the past, you know I've talked about these brands repeatedly because I avidly use them and admire them and align to them, okay? So let's flip-flop now to Creator to Cash VIP. So, and again, these are my current price points for this course, you guys, and for these experiences. 100%, I may change them because I am crystal clear on more and more and more on my value and increasing prices. And I also offer things to brands at $7,000, $10,000, $12,000, and also creators as well. So again, this is me testing things while also acknowledging and recognizing my value, okay? So also be willing to do things like that. So the one-on-one experience with the group experience, and 100%, I may scale this to other creators in the future that go through my 7 ways to make 7K and perhaps want to be a one-on-one type coach, right? So the Creator to Cash VIP experience currently, as of this recording, and again, subject to change, disclaimer, currently includes me one-on-one and a community online experience. It's a high-touch experience. You get a marketing audit valued at over $3,000. You get 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days audit valued at over $7,000 alone. You get a creator cash map, also valued over $7,000, because again, you only create one offer and execute it. I'm valuing that at 7K. You get a creator cash dashboard, a creator to CEO scorecard. Those are each valued at $3,000. They could easily be at over $7,000. Creator to Cash project management that I created custom templates in Notion and in ClickUp for 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, valued at over $3,000. Sessions with me valued at over $7,000. You get 2, plus everything in the 7 ways to make 7K course and workbook. So that's also valued at over close to $800. Plus create it monthly for 7 months, and the transformation toolkit with health, wealth, and business tech and tools for 7 months, you guys. So literally, as you heard me going through this, the intention is that your mind is blown, because mine would be blown at reading this. Okay, that value that I just outlined is over $30,000. Okay, and the request is $3,500 currently. And the high touch experience is about 2 weeks. And then you have the 7-week course, and then you have the 7 months. So literally it's over 8 months of time. And because I utilize Kajabi, an all-in-one marketing platform that you can also see in my 75 plus tips, tools, and tech in the Creator to Cash toolkit, and utilizing their platform, you can also not only use your credit card, Google Pay, or PayPal, you can also use Afterpay, and it's as low as $300 a month. And when you click the create it, for those of you watching alongside, you see all the bonuses detailed, and you see the bullet pointed list that I also just shared verbally for those of you listening to the show. And I also integrated a video of 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days that you can also find on my YouTube, and that I repurposed on the landing page and the offer page and within the course itself. Okay. So all of those check marks for those of you listening in on the show are outlined on the offer page. And those of you tuning in and watching on YouTube, you can obviously see this outlined. And this is what I want you to think about when you're creating a high-end offer. Like, blow people out of the water with the value, okay? And then in the middle, I have the 7 ways to make 7K online course, and I've outlined it at $700 currently. Most popular online course with 24/7 and lifetime access. The printable 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, which of course is also included in the 7 ways to make 7K workbook. Membership to the Creator to CEO community, the bonus, the Create It Monthly for 1 month, the bonus toolkit for 1 month, the bonus 7-day challenge. And here's another kicker, you guys, that I added as an integration within my lifestyle brand and everything I offer as a Creator to CEO. If you level up to a retreat, this course is included. And that qualifies whether it's a co-living experience or a week-long retreat. And you can check out on fitlifecreation.com/retreats. I currently have a focus for October for Bali, November for Mexico, and I also co-create retreats with creators and brands in partnerships, in placements, in co-collaboration. So you definitely want to check that out if that is up your alley and you are like me, that you are a multi-passionate creator and CEO and you adore travel. I'm recording this in Thailand, you guys, right now. Like, I'm pinching myself because I'm literally living in the things I once wrote down and co-created, okay? So that gives you the outline of over 7 key components in that mid-tier offer, okay? So drop any comments below on if you've been dabbling in a higher end offers, if you've been doing mid-tier, lower end, if you're testing all 3. Because keep in mind, you guys, like, one pivotal moment I had last year, like, even though I'm showing you this with Creator to Cash, understand my primary project right now and my primary focus is working with brands for $7,000, $10,000, $12,000 on up per month for ongoing retainers. Because I know getting to my financial goals of 300K plus in 2024 is much easier, I think now, and faster, and it's less people, higher end decision makers in key brands and that have the budgets, meaning I could work and be working with 1, 2, 3 people a month, 1, 2, 3 brands a month and get to those goals, okay? Versus what I'm sharing with you now, it could be that I reach the 300K through this. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's not possible for you. However, last year I realized that wait a minute, a lot of my corporate background aligns to this. I feel comfortable, confident in those areas, but I still test myself to challenge and scale all that in programs like this with Creator to Cash, in programs that are coming up like my Creator to CMO. If you haven't downloaded my Creator to CMO toolkit, definitely check that out. And all the things I've done with business to consumer marketing, with influencer marketing, with social media management, and coming is my Creator to CFO program. I also have a CPA. I've also helped take companies public. I taught recently on an investment class with Girl Mob. I taught for 7+ years with the American Institute of CPAs and created programs and published. And then Creator to COO, Chief Operating Officer, that teaches you how to scale with automation, with delegation, with AI, IO, and Chat GPT. So some of those things, like the Creator to CMO, is already on my bit.ly/create it like a boss link. But some of those things are coming. Okay? So you want to think about what aligns for you, what's your intention, what's your goals, and you want to create with that in mind. For example, my intention with this experience is to get to $70,000 within the next 90 days or less, with a stretch goal of within the next 30 days. And part of that has been taking aligned action. Well, first, doing the worthy work, prayer, emotional freedom technique, meditation, visualization, breath work. You guys, the being and the inner work and the frequency and the energy that we're in, I believe matters more and more and more, and far more than I ever thought, and likely than you've thought. Then two, it's the aligned action of creating landing pages, of creating offers, of building your traffic and your email list to get to there, to get to that goal, to get to that intention. And so coming up on a YouTube video of mine is going to be creating landing pages that you and your mama will love, and getting to a 10K plus email list with also behind the scenes. Okay. So drop comments in down below on what type of offers you are creating, have created, and or that you will create it next. And then what are you using? Are you using Kajabi? Are you using Teachable? Are you using Wix? I have videos on my YouTube channel and on my podcast and on my blog with insights on all the things as well. So as always, create, transform, and inspire, because you are born to. Chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business haven't already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.